Thank you again, Secretary, for coming over. Alam ko napakadaming challenges na hinaharap kayo at yung department. Uh, Tuwing binubuksan ko yung internet or television, mukha mo yung lumalabas first thing pag binubuksan ko, which is a good thing, no, na inform yung publiko about the reforms that you are undertaking at na-inform kami lahat kung ano yung uh, mga actions ng department, especially on the corruption that we are facing. Nakatrabaho kita during the pandemic time when you were the testing char of our country, and I know how you work. You work fast, you work efficient, and you work decisive. So I know that you will be able to clean up and reform the Department of Public Works and Highways. It's a big challenge, alam ko. Nakita ko parang dati payat ka na, lalo ka pang pumayat eh, no? At ngayon dati mukha kang 50 years old, ngayon mukha ka ng 80 years old, no? Uh, Buti makapal pa yung buhok nyo, Secretary. We're here to listen to your budget presentation. Of course, the reforms that you are undertaking. Nasabi ko sa mga kasamahan namin dito na 2020, we will not allow the same mistake and the same corruption to happen in 2026. No? And that is our strict rule and mandate come 2026. So we would like to hear from the department the reforms, especially on the budget for 2026. Ano ba yung ginawa natin para hindi na maulit to? And ano pa yung mga reforma na ginawa nyo sa loob ng DPWH para hindi na rin maulit to sa bagong taon. So with that, before I recognize Secretary Dizon, let me acknowledge the presence of Senator J.B. Hercito. So with that, we will pursue the budget presentation of DPWH, and then after that, we will open the floor for questions. So we recognize Secretary Dizon for his budget presentation.
Magandang umaga po. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chairman, Senator Win, Senator JV, at sa buong team po ng Committee on Finance ng Senate. Again, every time I'm in the Senate po, I feel good because it's like I'm back home, no? Because I spent probably half of my government career in the Senate, no? Since 1995. Since 1995, nandito na po ako. Old Senate pa po nun. Whenever I'm here, I always remember po na the Senate is really the bastion of reform. No, lahat po ng maraming mga reformang nagawa sa ating bansa nitong nakaraang mga dekada, marami po dyan ay nag-originate sa Senado. Kagaya po ninyo, that is our wish. That is the President's wish. No? Nung bago po ako pumasok ng DPWH, simple lang po ang sinabi ng Presidente. Sabi po niya, linisin natin ang DPWH from top to bottom at panagutin natin yung mga dapat managot at reformahin na natin para hindi na po maulit-ulit itong mga napakasamang mga nangyari na nakita natin these past few months. So with that, Mr. Chairman, we are here to give a very brief presentation on the 2026 DPWH budget. Hindi na ho ako masyadong magdidetalye kasi alam ko naman po, no, na lahat ng detalye ay nasa inyo na. Pero gusto ko pong mag-focus dun sa mga highlights nung ating...
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Secretary Dizon and the new DPWH family. I agree with the observation of our Chair of Committee on Finance. Although we have started sana excited sana ko with the DOTR budget to be working with you, Secretary Dizon. Kaya lang iba yung plano no. We know for a fact we share the same advocacy, so talagang massive infrastructure development will really stimulate economic growth. Kaya lang na iba yung plano. I share the sentiments of Senator Win Gatchalian. Si Secretary Dizon nung nagsimula, isa sa parang top pang GQ yung executive, batang-bata, 'di ba? Dito very aggressive, very defendable. Ngayon mukha nang nag-age na kayo ng ilang buwan pa lang. mukha ng mad scientist. Naalala ko yung Back to the Future. Yung buhok nyo, sabog-sabog na. Naawa ako sa... Di, sabog-sabog na, no? Pero I understand the the challenges that you are facing right now, and I don't envy your position right now. Although I honestly miss you, no? Doon sa DOTR kasi talagang we had our plans. Nag-ready na nga tayo for our yung ating po mga ipaprioritize sa mga railway, mga airports, yung pong mga ating mga advokasya. Anyway, first of all, siguro a lot we will be discussing today yung mga reforms, and I'm glad you already started your reforms that will be introducing in the DPWH, considering that ito pong talagang scandal that really rocked this nation recently is probably the biggest scandal that rocked his history, and people are really longing for answers, no? Siguro doon lang po sa mga notorious na district engineering offices in our investigation during the Blue Ribbon, siguro we will submit to you our findings also para lang din for your information, and so that it can help you in your reforms that you will institute. Doon po sa Bulacan, the notorious district engineering office, and I don't know kung nangyari dito sa Bindoro, meron po sila rin progress billing. Now, I was also a developer before. Ang pagkakaintindi ko, pag may progress billing, it is according to accomplishments. Pero dito pa sa Bulacan, kahit na 30% pa lang ang progress billing, pinipilit na ng assistant DE pa lang noon, sila Bryce at iba ng mga talagang nagmodus na kahit 50% na, pipilitin nila 50% na ang inyong ideklara kasi nandito na yung budget, kailangan namin gastusin. So, in the same manner that napamura ka, alam ko yun, maiinis ka talaga. Imagine, 30% pa lang accomplishment, pero yung mismong DE mismo or assistant DE sabi, hindi, 50% nang iyan mo. Yung contractor mismo, ang nagkukumahog, paano ko gagawin to? 50% na yung kukolektahin, and yet 30% pa lang yung aming accomplishment. So that's one. And second, of course, yung borrowing of license, no? We know that that has been notorious. Inamin naman po yan ng maraming some contractors like si Sims, no? Talagang she was really open at pointed to those who sila Bryce and JP Mendoza, who really forced her to lend their licenses. Otherwise, syempre, kung contractor ka, matatakot ka pag kung DE or assistant DE yung humingi, baka hindi ka nabigyan ng project. So those are the things that siguro may iba pa kami ibibigay for the reforms, and I'm sure that my colleagues will also be asking about that. Now, going back dun sa ating pong same advocacy, when you were still DOTR secretary, yung pong lahat ng problema doon sa Central Luzon, I think yung, for example, yung flooding in Central Luzon, every same period for the last 3 years, nagkakaroon po ng hearing dito because of flooding. Because Central Luzon is a catch basin, water from Sierra Madre coming down, dapat mailabas ng Manila Bay. No? Ang nangyayari po, with the 350 billion peso budget, Mr. Chair, every year, that's 1 billion peso a day. Ganun po yung budget ng flood control for DPWH. Ang nangyayari siguro, with that budget, all districts would want to have a piece of that budget. So, sa halip na sana, kung masundan na yung master plan for flood control in Central Luzon, siguro with that budget, by now, siguro malaki na improvement. Ang nangyayari po, lahat ng distrito gusto kumuha ng portion of that budget, pinagpira-piraso, nangyari po, patsi-patsi po ang mga flood control projects. Sa halip na floodways, no, massive floodways, spillways, water impounding, dams, and pumping stations ang dapat na ating pong ginagawa. Ang nangyari po, slow protection, river revetment, diba? Drainage improvement, pinagpatsi-patsi, pinagpati-hatian, nangyari po patsi-patsi, kaya hindi nawawala ang tubig. Do you agree, Secretary Dizon? Ganito po ang nangyari.
Mr. Chairman, you are absolutely correct po sa inyong observations. Ganun
with-
po talaga ang nangyari.
And with that, Sec, I have my top priority bill that I filed in this Congress and as well in the last Congress is the Master Plan for Infrastructure for National Development. Ito po yung comprehensive Master Plan for Infrastructure Development. And I'm glad, Mr. Chair, that it has been included already in the LEDAC priority of measures, no? Ang ano po natin dito, those projects that are national in nature, that are national insignificance, for example po, railway system, yung mga main national highways, mga dams, flood control, pag national po, dapat tuloy-tuloy. Whoever sits as president, ang ano ko po rito sana, we hit two birds with one stone, no? You know, ang ating po political system kasi siguro, 6 years and 3 years, presidents will always look at their legacies. Kumbaga, short term and medium term. Nakakalimutan po natin yung long term through the decades. Kaya nga po yung railway system, 30 years na tayong behind, no? In terms of railway system compared to our ASEAN neighbors, yung mga skyways and all. So, yung rationale po nito, whoever sits as president, all of these big ticket items dapat tuloy-tuloy, no? Again, railways, skyways, dams. Siguro po yung mga presidente may sariling mga pet programs, but all of these big ticket items should be continuous because this will stimulate economic growth. Ano kaya yun?
Senator JV, we were advised that today we will have our earthquake drill starting at 11. Tamang-tama nga, DPWH nandito. No? So we'll request everyone to leave the building. Kasama tayo, ma'am. We requested for an exemption, but the Office of the Senate President did not allow. So everyone should vacate this room and go down to the building. We'll come back after a few minutes.